Hello everyone, Voodoo here, and I'm here today with the next in the boss video guides for Stix Bunkjunker, the fourth boss in the raid. This boss, honestly, pretty fun. My guild killed it a bit ago. Really interesting boss. There's like a Katamari ball thing. We were only getting trash. Can be frustrating depending on who gets it, but honestly, like, pretty much enjoyed it. A lot of ads here too, so it's a pretty good fight for Havoc. We'll break down the build, look at Lorgs, and then we'll go through my first kill footage. Give you guys tips, stuff like that. You guys know the drill by now. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We are pushing for 15,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think we can get there. And let's go into the video. All right, so here we are in game, and honestly, this is the build you'll play. Pretty simple stuff, because honestly, like, there's not really a ton of choices in terms of what you're playing. Now, obviously, the choice between the Exergy and Inertia is up to you. Lots of people playing Exergy. Honestly, I think it's pretty good, especially because like the ads kind of spawn sometimes when you don't have I-beam, so you know, points for Exergy there. Inertia, obviously, if you time your vengeful retreats very well, then be very good. But like realistically, not a ton to change here. You could drop out something like a Fellheart or a Fellfire Haste for Misery, which might help with like the hyenas coming in and like biting your boomies. But realistically, like, I don't really think that's that big of a deal. Again, you can take the parry stuff just because, you know, you will get parried occasionally on this boss. But like, generally speaking, I think it's just a pretty good thing. I would take Chaos Fragments because there are a lot of stunnable targets here. I think all of the hyenas can be stunned. I'm not sure about the bombshells, and then the other guys can't, but the hyenas definitely can. There's a lot of them. So that's going to be a pretty good soul generation whenever you need glaives. And having glaives when the ads are up is pretty important. Here, this isn't really a big deal, because Preemptive Strike doesn't do like a ton of damage, but you're also don't really need the Fury from Keen Engagement often, so it's kind of whatever here. I think this is probably the best Preemptive Strike fight in this raid, and even then I don't think Preemptive Strike is that good on it. So really this can be preference. If you want a little bit more Fury, you can take Keen Engagement. Realistically though, I don't think you really need the Fury, and then for Preemptive Strike it's just like a little extra damage. And then over here there's like not really anything else to take. I wouldn't really play the Mythic Plus build because you are just fighting one target a lot of the time, and then if you ever roll, so like whenever you roll, you basically can't cleave ads much because you'll be rolling the whole time. So whenever you roll, you're also just not really going to be fighting multiple targets because you just be hitting the boss after. So I wouldn't really play the AoE build. I'm not sure if there's a parse or two. I'm sure there's a parse or two out there, people playing it, but it's just not going to be worth it for most cases, especially because like the ads die pretty quickly. It's all about just kind of like boss damage and really efficient cleave, which I guess you'll see when you get into the actual video. But yeah, I mean, just take this. Spirit's really good. I don't really think Army unto oneself has much value here because all of the damage just happens when you can't even Bellblade the boss, and then, I mean, evasive action is just useless. Never take this. So yeah, nothing crazy for the builds. Just play this one pretty straightforward and generically. Yeah. So I wanted to add in the Lorgs portion to these videos just so people can see like cooldown usage. And generally speaking, a lot of people are going to be doing similar stuff here. So we'll just pull up a bunch of names, doesn't really matter. On this website, not sponsored by the way, but great website, you can kind of like pick what stuff you want to see. So I have Beam, Meta, Break, and Hunt highlighted, and then for the boss I have Sorting, which is when the balls come out, and then Overdrive, which is when he flies up in the air. So he only does Overdrive I think like once really, but what this does is basically just allows you to see kind of when ads are happening and stuff like that. So only thing that really happens is that I wouldn't really send the I-beam after Trash Compactor. Not really much point here to kind of desync some stuff, but other than that, it's like pretty much just use on cooldown. The one weird thing, and you never see a gap, by the way, it's because they got picked to ball roll. So yeah, there's a gap here. This person has a gap right here. You'll never see a gap at the start because if you get first ball roll, you just can't parse basically. So good luck with that one. But the only other weird thing is that second meta is held a little bit, just for a little bit after electromagnetic sorting. So by, I would say like 15 seconds after sorting comes out, when the ads are basically all around. So realistically, like just sending meta on CD, holding a bit on third meta, and then just beam on CD basically is kind of how you want to play this fight. Not really a ton of crazy holding. You can hold a little bit to just better align with the ads, but basically like we're seeing these beams like happening 20 seconds after each other, right? So not really much point in holding anything in this fight because the thing's just, there's so much cleave all the time that it's not really that worthwhile. So that's Lorgs. We'll jump in and look at the footage now. All right, so here we are. So this is about a 6-minute kill. So we'll just play through it. So on pull, obviously you just kind of rip everything. Potion, trinkets, everything like that. And I'm just doing damage. So I have this countdown here for the fire. And I would recommend going into bigwigs and making that a countdown for yourself. I made a different countdown than what I would get for like rolling, for instance. Because knowing when the fire is happening is going to be very important to be able to tell whenever like you have to avoid the trash on the ground. Holding this glaive a little bit here so I can try and get some cleave out onto these ads. So we cast strike, boom, go out and cleave ads. And the biggest thing here is you want to just try and sit in the middle of the arena to cleave all the ads whenever possible. See, I go up there, cleave ads, beam. Now here, beam, I turn around. I probably could have been on the other side of the boss to hit it, but the main name of the game here is you just want to try and hit as many things as possible with your abilities as you can, right? The more things you can hit with your abilities, the more damage you will be doing back to boss, more damage you'll be doing to in general. And just like name of the game is cleaving off of boss onto a bunch of random stuff so that you can deal that damage there. So I think I hold this beam. Yeah, I end up holding this beam because this is the one where he flies off. So here we just kind of sit around, go over, around the gate. Pretty simple stuff here. You can be in danger sometimes of losing your Reader's Glaive stacks. To do so, you can be careful with the sigil. Know where your tank's moving the boss. Definitely sometimes early on in prog, I put this down and missed the boss because the boss moved. So be very careful doing that, but it is something you can do pretty easily. We get all those souls, glaive comes up. Here, I'm not really going to hold anything. I-beam, Chaos Strike, Essence Break, just kind of do my combo here. Because the next sorting isn't for like 20 seconds, so you're just holding too long. But the hunt I am going to hold. Now, I probably could just send the hunt and then hold the glaive, which is a better plan, I think. I don't know why I'm holding it this long. I guess in case I get sorting, but I didn't get sorting, so there we go. I'm going to glaive. I wasted glaive here because I was stupid. I actually commented on that. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So that was me playing poorly. I should have glaved there. But yeah, so literally it's all about just breaking out bombshells, dealing damage to them, and cleaving as best you can. So here again, I shouldn't have blade danced there because I had a soul. But meta's coming up, and this meta you can use to deal damage to all these hyenas and stuff like that. So the hyenas come down, I go over, and I'm just going to absolutely use the rest of my glaives and stuff on these hyenas and scrap masters. So I'm actually getting good value here out of my meta because I'm hitting multiple targets with it. So as long as you're hitting multiple targets in this fight, then you're doing pretty good. That's kind of the idea here, right? You want all of your abilities to hit as many targets as possible. Be in the middle to cleave, holding this glaive here so I can kind of maybe get some cleave off of it. Boom, we got a bunch of bombshells here, so this is going to be some pretty good cleave for me. Backflip, I-beam, hit multiple targets. Definitely could have done better with hitting multiple targets. Like there's a bunch of scenarios, like I said, where I'm just like not positioned 100% as good as I could have been. But you know, Chaos Nova there to get more souls, sweeping to get a ton of cleave damage. That's kind of all we're doing here. Beaming, whatever. As melee, you do want to kick, and if you don't have two boomies, we do have two boomies here. You will honestly have to go off a boss to cleave a bunch of bombshells. You see me do that a little bit sometimes, and that's kind of one of the things that will mess you up in prog a bit, is whenever you don't get the bombshell off. So here we have rubbish. So I held beam there in case we did get rubbish, and also to sync it back up with essence break. So good to do that if you have the rolling thing coming up soon. Just hold it. So I'm assigned to X. So what I want to do as soon as I get this is I want to get off boss, especially during prog, and go stand near a small puddle, and then I want to look and envision my route. So I'm X, so I'm not going to be soaking a bomb, but I want to go find a puddle, know where my guy's going to be. So there's actually two in my path here, so I actually think I do get both of them on this roll. But envision my path to grab all my trash to get medium, and then immediately grab my guy. So here I think I am going to grab two of them. I go for the hyenas. They went off my roll, so it's kind of a weird one. I grab both of them. You can go off walls to help you turn a bit better, which I would recommend. Go down, I grab both of them, avoid the bombshell, crash into boss. That's basically what you want to do. The name of the game when you're rolling is just to get your guy and then get into boss as quick as you can. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting time and you can't really cleave. So here I should hunt. Good, I hunted in, maybe a little late. Whenever you roll as well, you lose a ton of damage. Just name of the game. So ideally you want to like not roll as best you can, but you know, happens sometimes. So here, I should be holding this meta for Essence Break. I hope I do. We'll see. Yeah, I'm sure I do at this point. The Swording comes out, I got everything for this one. So this one should be pretty good damage-wise. Get all the stuff in. We have our boomies breaking the things off. And then we're going to kind of hopefully blast on this one. So throw our glaive out. Come on, throw my glaive. Oh wait, no, I already have a charge. So boom, death sweep, death sweep. Lots of AoE damage here. All these hyenas are here in. We can do a bunch of cleaving there. We're gonna get our glaive out. So we shoot back up the meters on this one because meta. That's generally it, right? As long as you're cleaving and hitting as many things as you can with your abilities, then you're going to be doing good. And you're going to be dealing as much cleave damage as you possibly can, right? That's the name of the game. Incinerator comes out. Again, with Incinerator, you really don't want to hit these junk piles. I guess I never said why. Each junk pile adds a stack of this dot that's burning. The boss will burn 2 every time, so some will happen naturally, of course. But you just want to make sure that you're not, you know, having some weird stuff happening where you're burning piles that don't need to burn or whatever like that. Here I am going to hold Essence Break again just to sync back up with I-Beam because at some point the bombshells will get broken off and come back in. So there we go. I'm hitting a few. We'll even throw a glaive out. And we can do a lot of cleave damage here on all these bombshells. So really it's like bombshells and stuff get stacked up. We're cleaving them, we're blasting AoE, and we're trying to do as much like cleave damage as we possibly can. And just hope to get good rolling RNG as well. I think on kill I only had 1 roll, which is good. There you go, trying to hit multiple targets, boom. At this point, we're getting pretty low. So the boss is at 8%. So the next time balls come out, we're going to do a call where we just ignore all the bombshells and everything else, and just everyone gets big as fast as they can, and they're gonna smash into the boss. And that's what's gonna happen. Now, I don't get it. But everyone else who does get it is going to just absolutely smash in the boss as quick as they can. So if you get this set here, ignore everything and just smash the boss. And I'm not trying to cleave here because we're trying to just kill a boss here. 4% boss should die, so these are going to roll in and just kill him. Boom, and he's dead. I think we actually hit a bomb too. Pretty bad loot. But that's kind of the name of the game. It's just a cleave fight. It's all about optimizing how well you can cleave off of the main boss, standing kind of in the middle of the arena, kind of angling yourself at the hyenas. Try and stand near your boomies, because a lot of time boomies will get aggro of the hyenas. They should be in melee, but just stand out towards where they're standing, and just try and cleave as many things as you possibly can with all your abilities. There's some slight holds you can do to line up better. I would also hold if you haven't been selected for junking. Once you get selected for junking, you won't be selected again for like 7 rounds, which is pretty good, just generally. So you only get it once a fight. And if you get it first in the first roll, just GG, you just can't really parse that well. So there you go. That is Stix Bunkjunker. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll be back next time we kill this with Sprocket Master Lockenstock, which should be next week, I believe. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to watch live on Twitch, go follow me. I stream Wednesdays and Thursdays, and this whole video is up there without me talking over it and all that stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace. A big thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you to Alexander Trifunovic, Rukaza, Fear Redefined, Loose Change, Jorge Polanco, Matthew Barr, Zuligan, Gabriel Correa, Magic Man 133, Falafel Darren, Dark Terror. Thank you all so much for watching the videos and supporting the channel. Again, just thank you everybody for helping support. But if you want to support me a little extra, consider becoming a channel member. Have your voice read at the end of each video, as well as a little bit of a different role in the Discord. So again, thank you all so much. Appreciate you guys watching, liking, commenting, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.